Hey everyone, it's your boy Main VR here chilling, checking out the latest news over here on the web, seeing what's going on with VR. And before I didn't, you know what? There's a few news things items that's going on. Like there's this talk about a drift not going to be in PlayStation VR, and that the Vive version should be coming soon. They should be having an update for it to show what's going on with the Vive version coming Monday. So you Vive owners, go ahead and check it out. Drift, it wasn't a game that I was interested in, and so I didn't buy it from my Oculus. So I don't really know much to say. I can't. I heard it's a gorgeous game. Go ahead and check it out. Just wasn't my thing because I don't want to be floating around in space. I need to be shooting something. I want something. I want to be shot at. I want to be shooting something. So that's just kind of my mindset when I'm gaming. Um, Now, another thing too is the new update that we just had that came through. I think it was yesterday or the day before, which was the firmware update for Oculus Home 1.6. And apparently, what it added was automatic updates from now on, which is cool. It really doesn't matter to me. And broadband limitation, if you have any. I don't have any, so it's no big deal for me. Once again, um, and then also, so that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty nice to know that when I get on, I'm not going to see a thing that tells me to do an update or anything like that. And on someone I just noticed found out that you can, after the new update, that you can now connect up to 4 sensors for Oculus, which to me seems like almost redundant. You know what I mean? Unless you're going to be using like a full, like you're going to turn your whole basement into a VR space, which I mean, come on, the friggin' cable doesn't even go that far, and I have a 6 foot extension onto my cable, so uh, I don't even think that was going to be enough, go far enough for what 4 sensors would probably be able to do. But I mean, it'd still be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to the touch, and I'm going to have my sensor up. I already know where my second sensor is going to go, or where I think it's going to go, but I'm really picky with things, so I'll probably end up changing it. But anyway, I won't know that until I get my touch and see how it plays in the space that I have now. What I really want to get into is it's talk about the situation in VR right now, and I'm thinking like VR is really truly lacking in that killer app. And what brought this to mind was um, 2 things. I canceled my girl's Oculus. I was gonna buy an Oculus for her, and decided not to. And when my sister asked about getting one for herself, I told her not to. And everybody, I know some of you guys are like, "What? You should have made them both get VR because we need as many people owning." And while I agree with that, I just can't recommend these systems to anybody right now. They're very expensive, and the games that we have right now are just not worth the money. Um, I love the tech, so I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I'll put up with the angst, and that's why I started doing videos so I can kind of start conversations and everything like that. But yeah, no, I'm thinking these games are not really worth it. And then I know once again there's gonna probably be people watching these videos going, "Oh my God, you only think that way because you don't own a Vive, and if you own a Vive and have room scale, you'll be loving it and you'll be telling everybody about it." I tried the Vive, tried room scale. Um, no, it's for some people it's very exciting and they want to do things. I just didn't really feel any excitement from it. I thought it was cool, and I thought I saw why people felt the way they felt about it, but to me there wasn't any there. You know what I mean? The games seems like an arcade type of game where you go for your highest score, and that's it. What I need is like a full on story, like You know what I mean, like Call of Duty and everything like that. It's one of the main reasons why I didn't buy the newest Doom, because everybody was like, the story is lacking, but the gameplay is fantastic. You'll love it. And I'm like, I don't care how great the gameplay is. I'll get bored. I need that objective to drive me forward. I need to, because I love playing from cutscenes to cutscenes. You know what I mean? It's just the type of player I am. I feel like I need that. It's like reading a book. I need that into the story type of thing. And no, I can't play a game where the story is told throughout the game. If I had to find clues and read this or read that, no, I want that cutscene. I want that cinematic feel. I want that. And then I guess some people are gonna probably be like, well, VR is just not for you, and well, maybe so. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop me from trying to put my opinion out there, and hopefully, you know what I mean, maybe sooner or later there are gonna be some games that are gonna have these type of things in VR. There's gonna be some games, maybe the cutscenes aren't, you know, pre-rendered. It might be in-engine stuff where I'm kind of walking around and things are happening around me and stuff like that, and that'll probably be fine. You know, NPCs, you know, chatting things to me and saying stuff, and you know, and all that thing, and I think that would also be fine. Um, so I'm kind of really excited about seeing where all this goes. But what I think is the real issue with VR is, um, most, if not all, games are designed not to make people sick. You know, and while to a certain extent that's a good thing, I feel like it's a very limiting thing. You know what I mean? Like, what is the point of having these comfort zone thing where it's like, you know, comfortable, moderate, intense, if there's barely any game in intense? You know, if there's barely any game that just pushes that comfort level thing to the bare minimum where you're almost there, like you want to throw up, but just not enough that you can pull yourself back. You know what I mean? Maybe some of these people who are weak stomach might just throw up or whatever, and you know, not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just feeling like every game now is solely made around the guy who has a weak stomach that's going to throw up, and like they say, screw you to the guys that don't ever get sick, to the people that don't ever feel anything. It's like, so what that you spend your money? You know what I mean? We only care about the massive of people that might get sick. When I would really hope that sooner or later developers start taking more risk and give us some more intense games. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, certain things that I think they should do, like let you pick the speed at which your character walks at. Them automatically slowing it down drives me crazy because I don't walk that slow, the speed that they pick. Like, I feel like I'm not pushing my stick fat hard enough. Like, I'm almost breaking my Elite controller here. Yes, I'm using an Elite controller because I bought this specifically for my computer, because I'm looking forward to playing my Oculus, and I actually gave away the controller that came in the box, because you know, I bought an Elite controller with it. So, you know, I gave the other controller to my sister, and I'm looking forward to the touch. I'm looking forward to see what they do, and I'm hoping there's going to be some killer app. But so far, what I'm seeing, I'm not really seeing anything too, I mean, exciting. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing anything. There's a lot of puzzle, a lot of horrors, and a lot of like suspense, figure out the story type of thing. You know, adventure. You know, explore it. You know, in games and stuff like that. And I don't know. I never feel compelled to explore the world when I'm in there. I just want to get from point A to point B. Move it, go. You know what I mean? And I guess that's my personality and stuff like that. And I watch videos and people are picking stuff up and throw it. And I never had that urge. I never had the urge to actually reach out and touch stuff. when I'm in VR. Um, I don't know why, but I just don't. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure there's going to be once VR is really big. I can't be the only person that feels this way. I can't be the only person that feels like I'm not. My gaming is not being pushed in VR right now. Like I'm feeling like I'm getting no added. No, I'm gonna take that back. Elite Dangerous, I feel like I've gotten an added benefit from having it in VR. I found that game tremendous in VR. I'm going to be playing Project Cars come this Monday. I ordered a steering wheel to play Project Cars in, and I'm pretty sure once I have that, then I'll feel like VR is added to my experience in racing game. Even though I don't even play racing game, and I don't even play Space Sims, but when I played Elite Dangerous, I was blown away, and I was like, this is the first game that actually made me feel like, yes, this was almost worth the purchase just for the experience that I get in Elite Dangerous. Everything else, it was kind of like, no. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have bought this game if it wasn't in VR. And just from the fact that it's in VR still doesn't make the game any good. You know? And I think, you know, unfortunately, hey, Lucky's Tale, looking at you, you know what I mean? Chronos. I bought Chronos because someone recommended to me, and I hate that game. Like, I hate that game. I'm sorry. I don't know. I forgot the developer of that game. I'm pretty sure you guys are awesome, and you guys were experimenting with a few things, but and you know what? I'm sorry. It's not even like there's just something wrong with the game. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of people. I can see why. But I just can't stand it. It feels like I feel like there's nothing going on half the time. Like I'm roaming around. I got it. I guess maybe because there's so much puzzles in it. You know what I mean? I'm not a puzzle game person. I'm sorry to say, like I have a rough day at work. I want some violence. You know, I want to come home and I want to shoot shit. I want to blow shit up. And that I guess that's what's keeping me, driving me crazy right now. Because there's nothing. I'm not finding anything right now that's just exciting me so much. And that's why I like Elite Dangerous, because I get to shoot shit. I get to blow things up. You know, I'm probably sure I'm gonna like Project Cars because I'm gonna get to peel out and smash up cars. You know, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. And I'm gonna make a lot of videos of me smashing up cars and blowing stuff up in Elite Dangerous. And as soon as there's a game that really blows my mind comes out, I'm going to be singing its praises from here to the top of the hill. But for right now, I really feel sad because I can't really recommend VR to the people around me. You know, I really, you know, I'm having my son come over next week sometime to try it out. And I know he'll probably ask for one, and I'm going to tell him the same thing. Wait till there's more games, because these games are just sad, you know. And yeah, even like I look over at the Vibe, and there's nothing that just makes me be like, wow, I want to play that. And no, I don't want to play Hover Junkers. I don't want to play, which I already played, Spies Trainer, whatever that is. I think I played it for like 15 minutes, and then I was just like handing over the controllers like I'm done. You know, couldn't do it. You know, I think what would have made it 10 times better. You guys remember Time Crisis in the arcade? Oh, Time Crisis in the arcade was fantastic. Now, I'm pretty sure there's someone translating that type of gameplay over into VR, and I think it would be tremendous. I think that right there would just blow my mind. Um, but until something like that comes over, I think that's the pretty much time crisis is pretty much going to be the way Room VR, RoomScape VR is going to be. You know what I mean? That type of gameplay, you teleport from one point to another point, hunger down, and blow up a couple waves of stuff, or cut up a couple waves of stuff, and then teleport to another point, hunker down, and do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah, I know I'm gonna get ripped for this, and honestly, I don't care. I look forward to hearing what you guys are saying. There's I'm going to get to play some Elite Dangerous this week. I made sure I crammed all my clients into today, so I have tomorrow free. So I'm going to fire it up tomorrow morning when I wake up and fresh and ready. Right now I just had a rough day, so I just wanted to, just chill, probably watch a couple movies or something like that. But tomorrow when I wake up, I'll probably just fire it up and go to work on that. And I'm probably going to go through a couple of the tutoring thing before I even start doing some filming, just to see if I can get some stuff done and show myself having a little bit of improvement. Also look forward to getting my steering wheel so I can start doing some project cards for you guys and everything like that. And hey, feel free to start an argument with me over what I just said in this thing. I don't mind. Bring it. You know what I mean? I nothing against Vive owners, nothing against people that. I'm just talking about what I was hopeful for VR, and for what I was hopeful for VR, I'm very, very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Was it worth the money for me to get? Yes. Yes, it was definitely worth the money for me to get, mainly because I love technology, and I spend crap load of money on technology regardless. So I would have spent this money on something else. But you know what I mean? I feel, rightly, deserve it. Do I share it and show it to a lot of people? Actually, no. The only people that have played it so far is my girlfriend, my sister, and my dad, and then my son's gonna come over. Probably my best friend. So that's 5 people, and that's the only 5 people that is gonna ever have their face in my Oculus. Other than that, I'm very selfish. I really don't share shit. But other than that, yeah, hit that thumbs down button if you don't like what I said. Hit that up, thumbs up button if you like what I said. If you hit that thumbs down, at least leave a comment and tell me why. You know what I mean? I'll answer all comments. I'm small enough right now, not enough people subscribing, but even when I grow bigger, I'm still planning to, chat it up with you guys as always. All right, so that's the video for today.